Most of us wait for a crisis moment, for a rock bottom, to sit down with ourselves and look inward and reflect. We wait for a birthday, we wait for a new year, or even a crisis like a health scare or something even bigger, because somehow we learned to treat self-reflection as a retreat, something we do once a year, and not a practice. But what if there is a scheduled appointment in the calendar that arrives every year, and it's like an appointment with yourself where you take the time to do the house cleaning? This month on the Hebrew calendar is Elul. Elul is the last month in the Jewish calendar, and it's the 6 weeks that lead us into Rosh Hashanah. This is the time for us to sit down and truly take an inventory and see where we're at, what we've done so far, and really look into ourselves as a way of practice. Kabbalah tells us that this month is known for the king is in the field, Hamelech Basadeh, which really means that the king, God, the creator, is in the field. So usually during the time of the year, think about it as a true king in a castle or in a palace, you would need to go through the guards, you would need to go through patrol, you would need to make an appointment, you would need to go through all those things in order to meet the king, in order to get an appointment, get a session with the king. Where this time of the year, the king is in the field, it says that the creator is actually coming down to earth, to us, to be closer to us. So that's really the closest time of the year where we can be the closest to the creator. Now, of course, we can always be close to the creator, and I talk about it in different videos, so go check them out. We can practice Itbodedut, we can practice a lot of things to be closer to the creator. However, this month is really strong in its connection, that is, because it's the end of the year, because it leads us to Rosh Hashanah, this is the perfect time to get more connected, to get deeper into your connection. And during this time, it really is a deeper truth that the language and the way we are able to connect to the creator is even deeper than we usually think about it. And what happens right now, that this time of the year is showing us that we can connect to the creator in the now, in the messy middle, in the unglamorous life that we have, in the imperfect. So we can truly be who we are and have that connection and that appointment with yourself to do your check-in and to do your inventory. And now I want to share with you the biggest lesson, or the biggest prompt, journaling prompt, if you will, that can help you cultivate this energy of this deep connection with the creator, where each night this month, I invite you to take 2 minutes and finish one sentence in your notebook or on your phone, but in your notebook is always better, because pen to paper is always wonderful. And I want you to write this sentence, and you fill in the blanks. So each night you do that. So you write, today I abandoned myself when, comma, and I showed up for myself when, point. And there's no judgment here. There's no fixing. There's no, I need to get better. I shouldn't, all those things that we kind of talk to ourselves. It's more about having the looking, the checking in, having that kind of look out at really where you're at, and really what are your patterns, what are your habits, and accepting them, accepting you, accepting all of that, and then seeing, okay, what can I release with love? And so Elul truly invites us to do that, to do this inventory. And it also invites us to, after you do that, each night when you do that, after you do that, you will have a plain overview. You will see exactly where everything is, and therefore you'll be able to reassess and decide how you want to move forward. And I also want to remind us that we don't necessarily have to wait for a certain event or a rock bottom or something that happens to us. We can do those practices on a daily basis. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I have on my channel different prompts, different mantras, affirmations that we can practice every day, because at the end of the day, true, deeper change comes from your daily actions. If you want to determine your future is determined by your daily actions. It's not determined by what you do once a year, right? So if you start doing that this month, that would be lovely. If you want to also comment here below and let me know what came up for you. If this is landing for you and you want more, there's more in my book, The Lost Wisdom of Rambam. You can click the link and get your copy. And of course, stay around. Come for the ride. We examine ancient wisdom. We make ancient wisdom fun and accessible for day-to-day lives. And I would love to hear from you.